What's up, Challenge fans? Welcome into the Challenge After Show. I've got Pam with me, and tonight we are talking about the worst couples and/or hookups, and we're excited about it. Pam, how are you?
I'm doing great. Here on the East Coast and just doing good. Having trouble figuring out what time zone I'm in, but all
How's
good.
how's
You?
that humidity treating you?
Um, as you can see,
It's real.
it's just straight up bun weather. There's nothing to be done but bun.
Bun
Yeah,
is fun, so it's
yeah.
all
You
good.
gotta have a bun.
All right, so the way this is going to work is we're going to go back and forth with our worst challenge couples slash hookups, and
Yep,
it's gonna be fun. I'm
it
excited.
is gonna be.
We'll start with you in your number 5 spot. So number 1 would be like the worst thing ever to be on the challenge, but your number 5 is working towards that. So
Okay,
who do you got for
coming
me?
in at my not the worst, but don't like it. It's coming up as a yuck couple. Is Bananas and Natalie. Remember that?
Of course, I remember
They
that.
were a couple, and then Kaylee hooked up with him, and everybody hated Kaylee, and she was horrible. And then Kaylee outed Natalie, but now everybody's friends. But that was a bad couple for a lot of reasons. A, bad couple. B, a lot of fallout from that couple. Lot of fallout from just that little fake thing. Like, didn't he kiss someone before? Oh, that's what it was. It was like the secret, and then Wes knew a secret. Someone knew a
Yeah.
secret, and they told it. Yeah, that was like that was a good bad couple.
Yeah, I mean, she got on the show and then like immediately wanted to be with Bananas, and like we weren't sure if it was for a social game, a social thing, because Bananas is such a imposing character on the show, or
Sure,
was it because she really liked him, and it just got more and more messy even
it
from there.
did.
So,
It sure
yeah.
did.
Excellent. I think that's an excellent spot for that couple, by the way. They
Thank you.
they
Thank you.
they didn't make my list. They barely made my honorable mentions, but we'll worry about that later. All right. My number 5 is your best friend. Can you name your best friend?
Cara?
No, but she's on my list too.
Marie. Marie, my best friend?
Now, we're going with Zach, your best friend.
Oh God.
Zach
Now
and
what do we do? Because I might have this couple
no,
on
don't even worry
my
about
list.
no, because it's not the one you're thinking of. Because
Oh,
I'm going with Zach and John A.
that is on my list.
Oh, okay, so never mind. But yeah, so Zach and John A is in my 5 spot. If you remember, they met on Battle of the Seasons in
Mhm.
2012, and he was obsessed with her. Like he was so into this girl, wanted to treat her like a princess, blah blah blah. And slowly but surely, he treated her like worse and worse and worse throughout the
Mhm.
relationship, into the point where she would say a sentence and he would be annoyed by it. It got that bad. So
Well,
that's in my number
I
5
mean,
spot. Yeah.
I don't even need to extrapolate on my feelings on Zach because everybody knows. But yeah, and it's funny because he was also really, really like into Ashley, the girl he met on his season of The Real World. And he was like, I'm catching feelings, I'm shot,
Yes.
like sweet. And maybe he got real burned by some woman, and that's why he's what he is today.
Yeah.
Um, who hurt you, Zach? Who hurt you?
So he
Yeah.
met Ashley on their season of The Real World San Diego in 2011. That's when they
Yes.
met. And then 2012 was when he hopped onto the old challenge stuff. So
Yes.
all around the same time too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming in at my top 5, number 4, worst challenge couple in history is Tori and Derek
Yeah.
H. Like, whoa. Like that was our introduction to Tori on Dirty 30, season whatever, 30, I think, first
30.
season,
Yeah.
30, right? And she was amazing, and she was in love, and they were going to win $1 million and make babies. And I was like, God, this power couple, and who are they? And then he essed the bed and left, and she fell for Jordan and won. So in more than one way. So that was the beginning of another love story that we all like. But
Right.
that was just strange, and it came in hot. Like, I believed it. When I was like, they are in love. Like, they were passionate. Whatever that was about, they were committed.
Yeah. I mean, Jenna and I talked about it last week. And I think we had talked about on the show before this too, just how Tori seems to click with a lot of people. She just seems to find love. She finds things she likes in a lot of different people, and then has that
Mhm.
issue of, okay, so how long am I staying with this person for? Because I also think this person has a lot to offer, blah, blah, blah. So it's very interesting. But yeah.
Yes, that is really a really good point because Tori's super likable and crosses lots of people's types. Like I wouldn't think that Derek H, Fessy, and Jordan would all like the same girl, but they all like Tori.
And
So
you and I had talked about how on her season of Are You the One, she seemed to find a lot of people that she had connections with.
right.
So same concept there, yeah.
She was oddly one that didn't wind up having a I mean, like the guy she wound up with, it wasn't a super one, but I
Do you
loved her
remember who she
season.
wound up with? Do you remember? Because
Some
you
guy,
watched
like
them
a
more. I know
basic guy,
you
some
watched them
guy.
more recently than me, so I'm trying to. I can't. I have to go back and watch them all. But
I
yeah,
forget. His
yeah,
name was probably Justin. I mean, like he was just some guy. Like I don't
some
know.
guy, yeah.
He was. I was like, okay, like he was a nice guy for sure. There was a few misses that I thought were closer for her, but
Mhm.
again, I think you're right that there's a lot of people she could get along with,
Right.
and she's very young and free spirited. And I think it's like, yeah, I'm into that. Like, and then I'm into that, and then I'm into that, which is
Yeah.
all very fair.
She's only 28 years old to this
Yeah.
day. Right now, she's 28, maybe
I
20,
think
maybe
she's
turned 29 by now.
29. I think she like had
But
a
okay,
recent birthday during COVID
right.
because I think she had a funny something. I don't know.
All right, yeah. I think great list so far. Moving on to
Okay.
my number four. This is going to get messy here. I'm going with Bear and Georgia.
Oh,
Are
good. No, I'm with. I like it.
are they on
Um,
your list?
they're an awful couple because it's like Georgia, what are you doing? Like
Yes.
watching. They weren't on my list. I actually like
Okay.
erased them from my mind. And unfortunately, I forgot about them. But that's a good one.
Yeah, she wanted to be with him so badly and wanted him to be like this stand-up guy that wasn't gonna be a player, blah blah blah, and that just he wasn't there at that point in his life. He's not ready for that type
No.
of commitment. And George is a cutie, and she is so nice, and you want to see her with someone nice, and Bear is not it. They met on War of the Worlds, and I think the last we heard of that relationship was she suing him because he filmed them having sex, something like that.
Yeah. So she turned him in. He was showing people
Right.
again. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I get this wrong. Like
Yeah.
they hooked up where he strategically knew there was like CCTV
Right.
and like did something and he had it on tape and was showing it to people.
Yeah. No good.
Um,
No good can come from that. That's for sure.
and so she found out, she had screenshots, she saw it. But then where he doubled down and made me hate him even more, because I caught him when he had his cousin. Remember, he was on the phone with his cousin,
Right.
and poor, she found out, of course, it wasn't his cousin. He was responding like, "You're a hit it and quit it. Sorry, you were never my real girlfriend, okay? Like I didn't like." He turned into like, "God, you like me so much. You're so crazy."
Right.
Like that was his social media response to her, like, "Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm not your boyfriend, okay?" Um, and yeah, I don't know where they're at in that
Right. He
process right
just
now, but
he wasn't ready for a relationship because she's a
oh,
catch. She's a
yes,
catch. Like she's I think she's a really good person, and she's obviously very attractive as well. So it all would work out if he
yes.
given her a chance. But yeah.
I mean, he's clearly, again, from what we saw, she has her problematic issues with that that I that will leave. From what we saw on the show, she was just a doll and she was certainly buying what he was selling, which was a load of crap.
Yeah.
So he must be very manipulative and charming. And when you like someone and you want to believe that they like you too,
Right.
you don't. And I think she was just seeing what she wanted to see.
Hmm. All right. Your number three spot is
Okay, my number three is Laurel and Nicole,
oh
who Nicole like
wow.
peanut butter, and Laurel had a thing.
They did.
And okay, so I mean, I didn't totally understand it, but because I didn't see it form when it was going on. But then they were on a season of X on the Beach or Next or Are You the One or some one of
Yep.
those extra
Next.
ones, an X a dating show. And Nicole, who I typically like a lot, was like horrible to Laurel, who I don't like typically. And
Yeah.
I felt like oof, even like Laurel seemed to be getting our heart broken like in front of our faces. And
Yeah.
I typically don't like Laurel, but I was like, even somebody who I don't like that much doesn't deserve like someone being like, I don't like you, okay? Like Nicole's pretty horrible to her. So
Well, the Nicole in general is known for being a player, and I do think that Laurel is a type of more of a relationship type person. So if you have someone that wants to be in a relationship with someone that wants to be a player, it's never going to work.
well,
So
Nicole, that apparently, and I don't know where this stands now, fans will have to look into this and I'd love to find out. But Nicole is really, really super committed. So, first, Nicole dated an other, like a next one, someone else
and
that was there, but was
oh,
playing her too because she really wanted to get with her ex girlfriend who apparently she loved and wanted to marry. So, she was doing all this sort of in Laurel's face, which again is the show. I get it. But there was an element of like malice that seemed unnecessary. So again, I
is
don't know.
Nicole still with her long
I
term?
don't know. That's where what I'd
That's the
like to
question.
find out.
If you guys know in the comment section below, please let us know if Nicole's still with her. Because I remember by the time X on the Beach ended, she was committed to
But
that.
yes, they were like engaged. Right. Hot tub. She had her blonde girlfriend that lifted weights and came with another guy. And then she left the blonde girl for the girl the
For the
woman she wanted
brunette.
to,
The girl was a
yes.
brunette.
The woman that she right in the hot tub. Like she left one and started dating the other in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Um,
What a
so that is
story.
my
What a
number
love. What a
three.
love match. Hey, how did you guys start
Yeah,
dating again? Ah, we got back together in the hot tub. Um,
exactly.
my number three is gonna be your best friend. Now your true best friend is gonna be in my number three.
Cara or Marie?
It's Cara,
Cara
and
Marie.
it's Cara and
Marie. Oh, Cara and Polly?
Cara and Polly
Or number
make my
three?
number. They make my number three spot as worst couple. There was a
Really?
season. Well, they met on Final Reckoning, but there was a season where I could not stand them
Oh,
just
the hair
canoodling.
braiding season.
Well, they were what?
The hair braiding season. Remember he
Yes,
was just like playing
yes.
with her hair one
They
episode?
couldn't stop canoodling this whole season. I wanted it to stop. They would sneak away and have sex. It was the most annoying thing. We were at AfterBuzz at the time, and we would talk about it on a weekly basis of how annoying it was. So
Yes.
yes, done with that. That is,
Done with that.
they were annoying, and but they're still together. I hear they're still going strong. And
Oh yeah. No, I mean
they recently someone asked Paulie, "Hey, when are you guys going to be on the challenge?" And his response was, "Got to take care of some stuff first, but we're planning our next move to get back at everybody in the house." It's like, dude, there's so many interchanging of people now. The people you want to get back at, I don't even think they're on the show anymore. Rogan, Joss, they're not on the show anymore. These people.
he'll find, listen,
I'm
you
just
don't
saying.
understand Polly and Cara like I do,
I
okay?
don't think I think he's full of shit with that answer though. I don't think he's really I
Of
don't
course he's
think he
full
can
of
just
shit.
go on the show whenever he wants. The producers aren't hitting him up anymore.
No,
That's
but
all.
maybe they are. Again, all that whole thing, I don't know how much I believe. We need to get the real sleuths on that about Polly being banned. I think if Polly and Cara wanted to go on the challenge, they'd be welcome. I mean, I
I
know
want
there's
them.
been rumors that he's not allowed because he threatened a night, but it's
I
like
know,
also
I know.
ridiculous. I
I
don't know
told
about that.
Jenna last week, despite hating their relationship, I want them both back on the show
Oh,
because
absolutely. And Kyle.
I love to hate them. Fessy, I think he's just an awful villain. Cara and Polly, at least I love to hate them. So it's good. But yeah.
Right. At least they're amusing. I mean,
Right.
Polly, they know what to do. They know how to play it up for a camera. It's
Exactly.
Fessie's just stupid and arrogant and stupid Josh. Yeah. Those big brother tools. At least Polly knew how to put on a show.
Yeah.
And I really did that first season when they met, when Polly and Natalie were like partners and I liked Polly. Like I don't know, I
Okay.
didn't like him as much subsequently, but
Yes.
I really did like him. I thought he was like a pretty decent guy. Again, even that season when Polly was like, "I'm cool with Tori and Jordan."
Yes.
Cara kept being like, "What do you want to go in the final?" Like, it
Right.
was,
So that was the season I liked Paulie because that was also the season that he was like, in my head, we thought if Cara didn't hate Kyle so much, Paulie wouldn't mind hanging out with Kyle because they would joke around a lot together.
mhm.
But since Cara lives, Paulie could not be friends with Kyle.
Yeah,
So I liked Paulie in that regard as well, and during that time for sure.
yeah. Cara lives.
Yeah, I know she does.